guys, well, welcome to this week's video. As you can see, I'm not going to be doing any hunting today, but we are getting ready for hunting season. So I am down at our buddy Daryl's, and I'm going to be doing some food plot work today. Got the weed whacker here and extra gas, got some water. So we're heading down to the food plot area, and I'm gonna cut this food plot, trim it down, do my best while it's not too hot. It's gonna get hot today, humid, so but at least we're down in this hollow, and I can get some work done. He's got a DR trimmer, but I don't have a lot of time to hook a trailer up, get over there and get it. It's just easier for me to grab my weed whacker and head down here and just get to work. So I'm going to take you along, show you the food plot, show you the progress, and then give you a little bit of a update as to what we're going to do with this plot down here as we prepare for the fall. So come on along, I'll see you down at the plot. Alright guys, so welcome to the plot. This is what it looks like. Looks like somebody's been riding down through here with a quad. I don't know who that is, but somebody's been in here. But right here looks like a little dusting bowl from turkeys. I have been seeing turkey on my reveal cell camera down in here, but there is some clover in this plot. So the goal here today is to cut down all of this stuff that you see here that's dying off all the way down to the tops of the clover and see what that does. And then we're going to make a decision as to what we're going to plant in here for the fall. We may end up just killing this whole thing off and then turning the dirt and taking it up. The other thing I want to do is that limb that's over there, I'm going to see if I can get that out of there. It depends on how long it takes me to get rid of this, because that's right in front of my camera, and that's actually the top part of the plot. Daryl's one son's got a tree stand right over here, and we've got a tree stand set down at the bottom of this plot. We've got a reveal cell camera down there that David watches, and we've got one of the ScrapeFix Vines hanging down there, so I want to freshen that vine and that mock scrape up. So got a lot of work to do. We're going to get to it, and I'll kind of give you an overview when it's all said and done. Alright guys, well, we got the main portion of the plot already done, and I'm already down to the long stretch, so it's not much more to go. A little bit of time yet, but it's working really good. The weed whacker is going good, but I don't know if you can see, I'll show you, but there's lots of clover coming up underneath all of this stuff. And we've planted clover down here for frost seeds over the years, and You know, when David and I were down here during turkey season hunting coyotes, you know, we noticed a lot of clover coming up, especially as I get down into the long stretch here. That part up there, there's a lot of young growth up there, so we want to try to get that some sunlight by knocking all this big tall weedy stuff down. So the clover is all about 6 inches tall as I'm going down through here. I'm going to take anything a little bit taller than that and just trim it. But we've got lots of clover down here that, you know, the deer, turkeys, whatever, are taking advantage of. And then we're going to see what it looks like. I don't know if we're going to spray to kill it all off, or if we're just going to spray to kill the grasses and keep the clover in here and just kind of do an overseed for the fall. So I'm going to talk with Daryl and David, see what our thoughts are on that, because you know, we want to make this a good stretch all the way down here. It's, at the end of the day, it's probably about 150, 200 yard stretch. That's about, you know, the biggest part is right up in there. That's about 30 yards wide at most. And then down here, it's a 10-yard road that goes all the way down. But it's going really well for me. Just taking a little break, ran out of gas in the weed whacker, so filled that up and have a little drink of Mountain Ops here, ignite, and I'm gonna keep working. But it's looking really good. Anxious to see this evening or even this afternoon once I leave here, you know, what's coming through the food plot. Those coyotes we've been chasing are in this hollow down in here and up on that flat, and I know Daryl's got some reveal cell cameras up on that area. Him and his son crew put out, I think they got 3 or 4 of them out on the property. So you know, hopefully this kind of gets the deer a little bit more active. I've been seeing some young bucks and a fawn and doe on my camera right here at the main part, and David's been seeing them down here, but we haven't seen anything really big yet, but they're here. So I have a little bit more to drink and keep working. Alright guys, well, I've got the whole food plot cleared now, so I want to give you a little overview of what I'm going to be doing with this plot. I still got a little bit of work to do. So these limbs on this pine tree here, these deer like to come and put a lot of scrapes, but we've got one of our ScrapeFix vines hanging right over here, so we really want to direct the deer to that vine, because we've got a tree stand set hanging right down there, which is only 20 yards away from this vine. So as they come into this vine, it gives us a really good broadside shot. So we're going to trim back. I've got the easy cut pruning kit here. We're going to trim back a lot of these pines here. That's also going to open up this little piece that we've cleared, so when we plant it, it gets sunlight to the ground. Okay, now we've got a reveal cell camera over here. A lot of these limbs are dying off on this pine tree, so I'm going to clear that out of the way as well. So we've got a clear view of the vine to be able to get good pictures as the deer are coming through. This bottom section is a new section that we planted last year, and we got some growth in it, but it was an extension. It was probably about almost 100-yard extension that's about 10 yards wide, and it kind of has a little alcove that goes down into my right down here. We've got some triticale and clover that came back up, but really it didn't produce. It's a new one, and we've got to work at it. The original plot has a lot of clover, and you can see that. I took some photos. I'll share those with you and video, but there's lots of clover from the years of frost seeding with the clover that's up in there. So I think my plan with this plot down here is to overseed the original section with clover and really get that producing. Maybe just do a spray to kill the grasses off, but keep that clover growing and get that going, because that's doing really well. The deer have been coming into that already despite all the high weeds. So hopefully now that we've got those weeds cut down, it's going to get that sunlight to the clover, and it's going to allow it to really flourish. This new section, this is our second year doing it. I think we're going to spray this off, kill it, turn the soil, and figure out what we want to plant in here. It's, like I said, it's almost 100 yards long and only about 10 yards wide. So it's a really nice long strip that'll draw deer up and down and out of these hollows before they hit the big fields up there. And then once those fields are harvested for the season, you know, it'll keep them down here in this bottom. So I'm going to pull out the easy cut pruners. We're going to get this trimmed off. We're going to get that trimmed off, and then we're going to freshen up the the vine for ScrapeFix. All right, so I've got this. I've got the reveal cell camera cleared. I've got this pine tree cleared up. So one, we get sunlight to what's going to be the part of the food plot, and two, it leaves the vine as the only thing hanging down. So I'm going to lower that just a little bit, and then I'm going to clear away the ground with the weed eater and freshen that scrape up and get out of here. Well, that's going to do it for today. You can see we've got the vine all freshened up. We got some of the ScrapeFix velvet down in there to get these deer coming to that. I am really thirsty. But I don't know what time it is. 10 o'clock, so about 2 hours worth of work. Not bad. I mean, listen, you know, the nice thing about this is I really enjoy, you know, the pre-season part of it just as much as I enjoy the in-season and hunting. Just really developing food plots, mock scrapes, things of that nature. It really enhances the experience 365 days of the year. It doesn't take a lot. I've got a pair of pruners from Easy Cut. I've got my weed whacker. I did almost a 200-yard plot just by hand, taking my time, working down through here. We're going to come back in. We do have a disc that we can put on the back of an ATV. So we'll come back in here and we'll spray this first. We'll overseed the top part with clover, spray the bottom, and then once it dies off, we'll come in here, we'll disc this up, we'll plant it, we'll fertilize the whole thing, put some more lime down, and we'll be ready to go for the fall. So guys, if you're enjoying the videos that we're doing, please click subscribe if you have not done so. Give us a like, comment down below in the video what you're doing to get ready for the fall, for deer season.
there's lots of opportunities. We're still going to chase coyotes, so we appreciate you following our coyote hunts along. We're going to get them. We're going to catch up with them. It's just been a little tough. Busy with work, some vacations and things like that, but you know, we really enjoy being out there and getting ready. We're going to be doing some fall, some early season goose hunting, and some doves, and then obviously we'll be getting ready for the deer season. The one management unit comes in 2 weeks before the rest, so I think it's September 18th or 17th. I'll be heading down to that management unit to hunt with the bow and try and at least punch a doe tag down there. So lots to do. We're excited. We're going to be doing some fishing still. I'll be getting out with Ned hopefully on the boat. But that's it for today, guys. I got to go home. Thanks for following me along. We appreciate all your support here at Wild Bow Hunting, and we're going to have some giveaways coming up soon, so be watching our Facebook page, our Instagram, and obviously our YouTube channel here for details on what the products are that we're going to be giving away and how you can get entered to have a chance to win at some of these products that we're using out here in the field. So that's it for today, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to have a little bit more to drink and then get all this stuff and head up to the truck.